sunshine is shine upon you. Alright, let's get into this. You are now watching and listening to May Sunshine Upon You talk show and radio. Top 10 Countdown Underground Artists. Make sure you always tune in. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by DJ Sun 7 Hiking Bangers, which is me. Man, make sure y'all stay tuned in. Thanks for tuning in.
Only you can judge me. Only you can judge me.
Make sure y'all stay tuned in after this. After the top 10 for that interview with RAPSTARR.
Forgive me for all my sons.
They wish I quit, but I'm prepared to win. They wish I died, but I'm prepared to sin. A part of me left with grim and so folded that win. My niggas still my niggas and my brothers still my brothers. Same daddy, same mama, the same struggle. A part of me still burn hate. Deep down it's really love and spiritual healing process. How I feel they put them slugs in me. I see red, my soul tell me let them live. But we often all voted niggas dead. Who said I'm hiding? Been banging since they ain't left, I been sliding. Pick your poison, what you choosing, what's your side? Court cases, but them cases not guilty. I ain't lying, fast died on a bike and left my auntie hurt crying. Mom, we been seeing her son on that bad life slowly lifting. Soul pulling hell, trying to take a nigga under. I'm a fighter, I'm a winner. Been through the storms since 19th, I was born in the winter. Paranoid, I cocked my hammer just so I can still avoid. Bro spoke, he said, they don't rob your kids out they joy. You got 2 girls, and now 2 little boys. When I sleep, man, I think I'm hearing noise.
Dear God, forgive me for everything I did, oh my son. Only you know my heart. Only you can know my heart.
They wish I quit, but I'm prepared to win. They wish I died, but I'm prepared to sin. A part of me left with grim and so folded that win. My niggas still my niggas and my brothers still my brothers. Same daddy, same mama, the same struggle. A part of me still burn hate. Deep down it's really love and spiritual healing process. How I feel they put them slugs in me. I see red, my soul tell me let them live. But we often all voted niggas dead.
That's my hand around your throat, nigga. 2020 vision when I'm looking through that scope, nigga. Yeah, it's only one swirling, ain't no imitating. Bullets moving in your body like they renovating. Tag a nigga like I'm live with it, slide with it. Supersize the biscuit, fuck it, give them fries with it. My mind different, don't need them, let's get this money though. Fish you on my city, I move around where I wanna go. Never lacking, got too many in that dirt, nigga. You gon' get that whole dirty, I don't mean no perk, nigga. 9 to 5, clock you out like where I work, nigga. Goons here, only fuck with bars.
gon' feel him though. They say that my money up. I say I just brand her. They say I been fun and stuff. I say I just shine her. Give a nigga tummy tuck. Chop it, hit it, spine her. Hit a nigga, watch him get religious. Try and find God. Hop up out that S5. Stuck up in that race. Nigga disrespecting, I'ma pluck up on his face. Really since my clips, they hold 30s and bananas. On the right if I were blood that I been fucking with them aches. Hit a nigga, let him meet my chopper, that's a date way. Fendi when the lock and doing proper ain't a trace way. Hit a nigga talking what the option nigga fake. Roll phantom, big body, blue aqua, that's a late way. I was in the fed, facing murder, be the case way. Ever since a young and feet a real, fuck the jakes. You ain't in the field, get you peeled, know your place. Getting money, my religion, on the trio, I relate. Hop up in that phantom like bro. I'm the realest nigga that just stepped up in the room. Chris got me faded, I been hiding in the moon. Free my nigga real, he be back at home soon.
Struggle, hunger, pain, that's what make it go right. Rest in peace to Tizzy, we gon' chase the moon. 30 in the glizzy, we gon' make it boom. Let them know you gangsta niggas, shake the room. They want you to need them, don't need them, get money. They want you to need them, don't need them, get money. They want you to need them, don't need them, get money. They want you to need them, don't need them, get money. Get money, 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 get money.
I don't fucking get it. Sorry for cussing, but this for me is a touchy subject. I told y'all that it would come to this. This is one of them times when that's shallow how I told you so that you wish you didn't. No, I wish this wasn't happening and that I was wrong. This is a tragedy. Don't take it wrong. Take it however you want to take it. But don't tell me put my hands on my head, then slam me on the pavement. Or tell me stop resisting with a knee on my neck and it's twisting and I'm face down, or at least keep track of the breaths that I'm taking. Cough, cough, I have to breathe. Cough, cough. No, this is no COVID-19, it's just me and the police. But who's gonna police the police? Or get some help at least? Put the camera down, help me please. We, and I mean we, need relief. Not just sentiment and cops taking a knee. But that's a start, and a start is what we need. Cause protesting in peace leads to only more police in the streets. So what's left? What's left? And I understand that we shouldn't do this, but we was peaceful, and that was useless. We started looting, they started shooting. See, there's a difference, I hope that you can see it in you. To let go of the hate, how much it gon' cost, man? How many lives it take? They see us as abandonment state, but this is an abandonment state. They heighten the stakes, make it hard to buy a steak. That's why it's closed fists held high, and we yelling Black Lives Matter in they face. Can't help but get some spit on their helmets. These was words from King, so you know that we meant it. I hate that my mental is getting sentimental. No, I'm fucking pissed. Wanna know why? Here's my list. It starts with 25% of all people that were killed by law enforcement officers exhibited signs of mental illness. This is where my list begins. They get the wrong training. On average, they spend a third of their time learning how to mangle tie up strangers. Not on probability, but on possibility of danger. So how the fuck could we not be filled with anger when this shit is not isolated? So yeah, we burn shit, but that's just the price you're paying. Oh God, don't bring Christ into this. And I quote, the 99 sheep will be okay, the one won't. So yeah, all lives matter, but to some it don't. And that's who we gon' aim at when we go. So white people, please stay away from that boat. Cause when we do, they gon' be praying it float. And that's when we gon' lean down and let them know. No, you kill us, it's concrete, you pave that road. This ain't for clout, this for my people, so ain't no changing modes. So if it happens, it's nothing, I ain't changing clothes. All black and camo, make it hard for cops to maintain the road. I'm not inciting violence, I'm inciting justice. I'm asking why my brothers can't stand up for my brothers, and why my sisters and mothers are getting peppered with rubber. Kids getting pepper spray because of their skin color. Tell me why, motherfucker. So we need to riot and rise cause they coming. Quote me now, a lot of niggas dying this summer, and we already losing some good folks. So why are y'all still watching the news, folk? I'll probably lose my votes, but that was what it's given for. I'm so I'ma use my votes, that's what it's in foes till I can't breathe no more when they get off my throat. Just found my book, cause I've been taking notes. Maybe you can use these words to change the code. My time's short, now it's time to go. I can't breathe no more. I can't breathe no more. Get off me, I can't breathe no more. Help me, please. I can't breathe no more. Mom, help me, I can't breathe no more. Terry Hudson, 57, December 31st, Omaha, Nebraska. Malik Williams, 23, December 31st, Federal Ray, Washington. Antonio Smith, 35, December 26th, Memphis, Tennessee. D'Angelo Rashad Martin, 23, December 25th, Atlanta, Georgia. George Floyd, May 25th, 2020. Can't do this. I can't keep doing this.
Number 7, the best friend.
Shorty on my side just like my weapon. But she don't like to leave without her best friend. Yeah, shorty on my side just like my weapon. But she don't like to leave without her best friend. They do anything, they do anything. They want dance. They gon' dance. That's her best friend. Go best friend. That's her best friend. Go best friend. Wait, she say she can't live without her bestie. Wait, if I bless me, wait, they gon' bless me. Wait, you keep blowing up a phone, boy, you messy. Wait, you mean you can trust your shorty, just don't test me. Wait, ain't no promises. Wait, if she leave, then she leave. Ain't no peace, keep a peace. I'm a dog, throwing beats. That's your bitch where I be. EBK and RP. If a nigga want some beat, where you back is where you sleep. Wait, only one about skinny niggas on the road. See the dress, hey, look like Smokey on from the south. Wait, 2 bad bitches, wait, but honestly it's nothing. Cause they know I'm fucking with. This one for my cousin with a shorty on my side, like my weapon. But she don't like to leave without her best friend. Yeah, shorty on my side, like my weapon. But she don't like to leave without her best friend. They do anything, they do anything. They want bands. They want dance. That's her best friend. Go best friend. That's her best friend. Go best friend. Wait, this one is for busy. Wait, I turn up in my city. Wait, now these niggas envy. Wait, this shit I look so shitty. This one is for busy. Wait, I turn up in my city. Wait, now these niggas envy. Wait, this shit I look so shitty. Heard they wanna get me. Wait, tell them come and get me. Wait, cause I make them mad. Boo-hoo, so sad. Beat his ass like his dad. But that was about the money. If it beat was about the money. You broke, boy, you so funny. I start digging your bitch Tony. She say yummy, she so funny. And her friend gon' get it too. You know best she fucking too. I ain't shorty on my side like my weapon. She don't like to leave without her best friend. Yeah, shorty on my side like my weapon. But she don't like to leave without her best friend. They do anything, they do anything. They want bitch, baby. Hold on, wait. That's her best friend. What? Oh, best friend. Hey.
Big. Number 6, YB. Intro. You already know. Let's go.
One song I'm writing for you.
Make sure y'all stay tuned in.
And if you can't take me with you,
After this, I with RAPSTARR.
melody for a man.
Surpass beats.
Cop the 9-piece, then I hit it with the quinine. Clocking overtime, no sleep, like a 9 to 5. Used to stretch it all, little bitch, I had to get mine. Money been money, ho, you know I even take them down. Fucking with the dog full of hoe, she used to be fine. Never hit your road, but I know you like to hit the road. Then I got booked, then she got involved with the law. Motion of discovery, how you think I know you told it all? Then you get to telling people that it wasn't your fault. You take the bread, you take the lip. I called you wasn't supposed to snitch. It wasn't for your baby father, bitch. I probably would've off to free my dog up out that jam and cash. You know we still my man. And if you need that bag, I got a bitch about to bring it. And they threw me in the can. They know I had to reach my peak again. Fucking with my youngest, know I gotta go and preach to them. Dropping jewels and knowledge, hoping they just gave some common sense. If it ain't about $1, then it ain't making sense. Living way I'm living, I ain't get here with no common sense. Playing with some weight, really had my shoulders feeling tense. Thought I heard somebody knocking, had me peeking through the tents. Gazing through the window, still growing hair up on my head. Laying in my bed, got me thinking about another bit. Ain't even finished the time I was sentenced with. Never leave that house without the clipping, that's a fashion tip. Bet she fucking every nigga, every moment that I slip. Built up animosity, what the fuck you think I hang on trick? Fucking on my dog, and yeah, I know you let him hit it raw. End up pregnant, bitch, you know I never took the rubber off. Had I took it off, you would've burned me like a Molotov. Coming up short, gave it to you even though you pitch. Posted in the telly, wet towel, tryna hide the stench. Perfect complexion every time I'm rolling up some rich. Remember rolling up in the cobalt with the body kit. My wife on a bigger ass, I gotta get a body fix. Blowing out the back and making babies every chance I get. First baby mama about to take my ass for a check. Give me back my son and we can always say fuck the rest. Laying in my bed, hands behind my head, trying to figure how I'm feeling when I ain't got no feelings. Staring at the ceiling, contemplating if it myself that I should be killing. Fighting demons every time I step up in the building. Playing tug of war, bitches tugging while I'm at war. Entertaining whole activities and fucking on them hoes. Nowadays I'm paying little niggas just to handle chores. If it bounce back, just hold it down and go and take the charge. And if you hold it down, I hold it down. Just don't make a sound. When you get out the block, we spin it right back around. If them bitches get the flex and promise we gon' take them down. Get our money right, then we make them trips up out of town. Remember grabbing brown just to break it down. Sitting at the table counting chicken while you had it round. I said what was wrong, you said nothing. Next door, my door kicked down. It was really fucked up seeing the fact that it was my closest partner, my day one, that turned on me over a bitch. Over some work.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah. You see, I'm all about my motherfucking business. I stand up on that shit, ain't worrying about these corny bitches. See, all I'm worried about is running up my fucking digits. Got my pedal to the floor because I'm on the road to riches. Yeah. Best believe I'm about my motherfucking business. I stand up on that shit, ain't worrying about these hating niggas. See, all I think about is running up my fucking digits. Got my pedal to the floor because I'm on the road to riches. Yeah. Let's go. See, I'm on the road to riches. Rolling up the blunts inside of midgets. I got my mind on money, I ain't got my mind on bitches. And I can trust these niggas cause they faking, they be switching. No, that's a no. Try to take me out my zone, bitch, that's a no. And I'm so fucking focused, more than tunnel vision. I keep my eye up on that project, bitch, I know the mission. And they know I'm from New York, but they don't think it's true. So when I touch down in your city, I rip that orange and blue. They think he cocky cause his orange say he know he is. And you ain't even gotta tell him shit, he know he lit. Yeah, that's me. Speaking ring look like the sea. Free my brother about that cane, cause there ain't no place to be. Not to turn into a beast, cause I know he's stressing out. He been a real one from day one. Bitch ain't no selling out. What you rolling? Man, don't pass it to me if it ain't no purple. Taking off just like a rocket, but I'm moving like a turtle. Get in my way, I might just hurt you. Did I do that? Just call me Urkel. Shit so small, can get in my circle. This hands on, now fuck that verbal. Cold ass word, go get it. I'm all about my motherfucking business. I stand up on that shit, ain't worrying about these corny bitches. See, all I'm worried about is running up my fucking digits. Got my pedal to the floor because I'm on the road to riches. Yeah, best believe I'm about my motherfucking business. I stand up on that shit, ain't worrying about these hating niggas. See, all I think about is running up my fucking digits. Got my pedal to the floor because I'm on the road to riches. Yeah.
This is another Joker Beats production.
Porsche got me jumping in and out. Bitches let her talk, I'ma let them run their mouth. Oh, you got the right one, go and run it now. I ain't with the hype, son, better calm it down. Bitch, I got 100 rounds, I've been getting money now. Only paying 50 blue hundreds in the money counter. This $1 billion, nah, he gon' eat it for an hour. That's your man, you can have him, I just need him for an hour. Yeah. Can't you tell this pussy is power? Kiss it, lick it, eat it, he gon' feast for an hour. Sit it on his face, here goes a money shower. You can have your man back, but ho, he ours. I'm a gangster chick freak though, kiss my ass. Point me to a nigga that's gon' eat it from the bag. No, he cannot eat it if he don't got racks. It's that $1 billion nana that'll put you on the map. So point me to a man that ain't scared to blow a bag. Put the pussy on him in the Porsche, switch it to a Jag. Tongue out, head down, boy, right between my legs. Don't stop till I come, make sure you're well fed. That the Porsche got me jumping in and out. Bitches let her talk, I'ma let them run their mouth. Oh, you got the right one, go and run it now. I ain't with the hype, son, better calm it down. Bitch, I got 100 rounds, I've been getting money now. Only paying 50 blue hundreds in the money counter. This $1 billion, nah, he gon' eat it for an hour. That's your man, you can have him, I just need him for an hour. Yeah. We're the hood boys from the streets with the gangster shit. Ain't scared to let it off, boy, so dangerous. Hood rich, bout it, wanna eat the pussy quick, wanna make the money flip, really be with the shits. Need a real bitch up on his hip like he keep his grip. Know how to be a gentleman to a real chick. Let me ride his nose till I make it to his bottom lip. Screaming fuck these hoes cause they know I really pop shit. I bees with the gang and they drop shit. You bees with the op shot, ain't bout shit. 20 on my wrist, you ain't bout this. 100 in the bank, no counterfeit. Quick time, what I spend on a new designer fit. The Porsche got me jumping in and out. Bitches let her talk, I'ma let them run their mouth. Oh, you got the right one, go and run it now. I ain't with the hype, son, better calm it down. Bitch, I got 100 rounds, I've been getting money now. Only paying 50 blue hundreds in the money counter. This $1 billion, nah, he gon' eat it for an hour. That's your man, you can have him, I just need him for an hour. Yeah.
Number 2, Miss Dua.
Fucking with a boss, tied into the car. Making these haters toast up to you. Daddy live your life. My wrist be water with the daddy live your life.
Yeah, you fucking
fucking with a boss, tied into the car. Live your life.
Yeah.
Tripping on these bitches, my wrist be water with it.
I kinda dig you, the way you walk in the shit you be into. It's been a while, hope you ain't a fluke like the slew of bitches you been around. Let me take you upstate, get away real quick. I don't drink, but you can sip your Henny slow and enjoy that shit. Let me tune you in, make you unavailable. Gotta value the time I make available. Know my measurements, open doors, you see the relevance. Yeah, I know your ex hate my guts, that's what's up. Do a hex on me, the way you sex on me. Got you tied up, niggas wanna be in your shoes. Down size up, fix your crown, pump love in your life. Nothing is forever, I don't need a ring to be your wife. These bitches and they feelings, guess I'm doing it right. Face my fears, baby, they been hating for years. Give them panic attacks, cause Bob ain't going nowhere. Fucking with a boss, tied into the guards. Making these haters toast up to you. Daddy live your life. And I ain't tripping on these bitches, my wrist be water whipping. Daddy live your life. Fucking with a boss, tied into the guard. Daddy live your life. And I ain't tripping on these bitches, my wrist be water whipping. My wrist be water whipping, I ain't tripping on these bitches. Got 100 switches in my britches, chasing chicken in the kitchen. Yeah, niggas wanna kidnap me, take me to a small town. Wipe me and hide me like on drug money in the walls. Now they call me U-Haul, got bitches trucking through the streets. Got niggas going the distance, get a load of me. Around the world tonight, yeah. I've seen a lot of things, had a couple flings. Everything ain't always what it seems. These bitches wanna know how I do it. Don't follow, keep a chopper and get to it. Let me brief you hoes, I gotta do it. Cracking bitches face paint like a chip ceiling. Snatching seams out your weaves are mixed with mixed feelings. I ain't come to talk, I came to snatch crowns. Give me my respect, I will never bow down. Shit, I'm a hot commodity. Everybody want a part of me. Niggas call me bougie, cause they wave don't move me. Slide on them, leave them with a stupid face looking goofy. Get a hold of your selfie. We getting shmoney over here, nigga, everything healthy. Fucking with a boss, tied into the guard. Making balls tied into the guard. Daddy live your life. And I ain't tripping on these bitches. My wrist be water whipping.
Rockin' with the balls tied into the guard, making these haters toast up to you. Daddy, live your life.
Hey, we down 211. You already know. Seen this last week. Almighty Entertainment. Let's go.
Short life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of the pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son, where it come from. It's life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of that pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son. Ray Marvin, he was on street eating like he was starving. Pardon my French, but I think it was his calling. Resided in New Orleans, eyes on the prize, hungrier than an orphan. Strong arming niggas often, a ticket to the coffin. A death wish without the questions. Ended the topic, no intentions of stopping. I guess he thought it couldn't happen. Eventually, niggas caught him napping at the pad. He tried to make his escape. They started clapping at the van. Horrific crash, hella glass, airbags. Left his little ones in a CT, gonna tear ass. Let's flash back to when that cash was only thought about. Put it on the scale against himself in that slaughterhouse. It's all about the way your actions hold weight. Calm as a bitch, a wicked witch, and she ain't trying to wait. So when you conversate the fate of this particular snake, be sure that you stay. He lived and he died the same way. Short life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of that pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son, where it come from. Life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of that pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son. Eric the sheriff, a clean cut, upright, standing citizen, a bailiff for the district attorneys and all the witnesses. He live alone at home, him and just a kid to see his dad uniformed up, had him totally with the shits. Just to this is he would hunt you like you've innocent for any way, form, or fashion that you offended him. Muddled the lines of pure evil in his innocence. The devil on both shoulders equally recommending sin. Went from the hush to a rush, was no pretending. Then he broke loose with smoking motherfuckers like a dent to dent. But sins of men vented onto the generation. So his kid ends up a deputy working the same station. Was nothing like his old man, he stayed patient. His relationship with inmates peace, he treated them decent. But his old man's beast and it left a mark. He lost his life in the dog by way of Jack Mac, lid top, short life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of that pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son, where it come from. Life in these streets, and we living by the ways of the gun, by the ways of the gun, son, ways of that pipe, flaming heat, but it's circle back to where it come from, where it come from, son, where it come from, son, yeah. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. The shit ain't rocket science. Alright? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. It's in your best interest to move humbly. Alright? And stop trying to take advantage of others and take shortcuts to when you got to go. Work for your shit. Like a real man. Gratitude. It's an Almighty Entertainment / Hit 'em Hard Records production. Thank you from Cyanide Poets. We out.
That's number one. We'll get in that interview just in a little bit. We're gonna play these two joints by RAPSTARR, you know, before we get into that interview. Let's go. First one is 90s.
Yeah, it's RAPSTARR, East Side, Pittsburgh, established February 7th, 1991. It's such a beautiful danger. Yeah.
On the train, watch a dango. New York bangers just made another hit. It's rap to the star on my 1990-ish. Past tagging, Timbos, dragon product of the 90s. Never been on no bandwagon. I'm in the toe tagging, Merc and MC. since you was a kid. Head bulls begging enough to get your own crib. I see you bobbing and weaving, balls. Hey, you open your mouth like I just like you leaking. Nothing light about this MC. I'm a roughneck. I'm a fucking masterpiece. You just a rough sketch. Man, what the fuck is wrong with hip hop? Watch the dance, not the saturation of a woman's crotch. But that's cool. That's alright. Now hoes literally serious can rock the mic. It's rap to the store. Rockin' a blue tango. Puerto Rican pendant on the chain. Watch it dango. New York bangers just made another hit. It's rap to the store on my 1990-ish. On my 1990-ish. On my 1990-ish. On my 1990. It's rap to the store on my 1990-ish. Beep this, can you follow my linguistics? Break your fast, won't hesitate to hit a bis quick. Fly, I defy the rules of gravity. Wapo, hearts up out the chest cavity. Flows like 151 mixed with Everclear, but equal bass. Fucked up like Corona, yeah. On the mic and get busy. Leave the game and then tizzy. Whole career on stay put. Kizzy, I know when I'm gone, you're going to miss me as fuck with my level of degree. History, learn from aftermath, all this Cal University. Pardon my French, but I get peeved at these weak MCs. Come out fine after snitching. Even lesbians ain't fucking with 6'9's position. And I'm proof, hip-hop ain't a liar. Spirits of my ancestors is my only ghostwriter.
Señores, les voy a decir quién soy. Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Mis ojos están en todos lados, o sea, ustedes no pueden hacer una puta sola mierda en el departamento de Antioquia sin que yo me gano la vida haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco, tranquilo. Ustedes pueden aceptar mi negocio o aceptar las consecuencias. Plata,
This shit is drugs. Motherfucking narcos. I'm carrying 16 bars right inside of me, esophagus. I'm the main supplier. This shit is a fucking fire. Movie and you all is dope. Is the beat is the crack lighter. These so-called hustlers on the real, better stop it. Like I don't got a punch on that side of my corner pocket. This that good shit flow, no stems, no seeds. One hit for me and I'll be taking all of your fucking fees. Since you niggas like the pop Zannies and Molly's and shit, turn up your fucking bar and get addicted to this. Hypnotized by the flow, it's like you're comatose. Go ahead, press repeat, have a lyrical overdose. I plan to take over rap, so when my crown broken, ambitions of an angry, pissed off Cuban kingdom with coke in his nose. Surging you up nice, giving you blue magic. Nod your head and say my name is, and I'm a rap.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything, taking it, everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything, taking it, everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything, taking it, everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything. No, you rappers just lame.
See now, RAPSTARR got the chronic. My style is 90s, hip-hop dipped inside a bomb and fluid. No high I could describe for being in the magazine. Ain't no profit, but I seen it in my dreams. Give you 16 2 verses, I double the profit. Look around, give you 3 verses. Now you got a profit. You got a Baltimore love thing for the kids. So your lyrical pharmacist, I ain't nothing to fuck with. When you feeling down, it never fails. I'm way better than the lethal injection the record label sells. I'm lyrically spazzing to give you orgasm. No minute man in my career, bottom I'm everlasting. No warning shots, me, I'm forever blasting. They the rest for killing hip hop. Here's your fucking casket. I'm no follower, always been a maverick. To the mumble rap generation, I'm a left hand.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything, taking it, everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it, everything, taking it, everything, taking it, everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking anything. You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything.
This shit is drugs.
You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything. No, you rappers get lame.
I gotta say, that RAPSTAR guy, man, that's 2 weeks in a row I've heard him. And I haven't heard a dude like that in a long time, as far as being very philosophical and actually has some meaning in his songs and the way he speaks. So I'm really feeling him, man. I mean, I'm loving it, man. I mean, it brings me back to how I was back in the day.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it, anything. You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything.
This shit is drugs.
You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything.
This shit is drugs.
You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything.
This shit is drugs.
You taking it, anything. You taking it, anything. No, you rappers is plain.
Right after this next one. Next one. Power to my people from RAPSTARR. You already know. Right here.
You know, I want to make an anthem. Okay. Like, remember when rappers had anthems? Yeah, I remember. I want to create or recreate that move. Okay. Something like,
Pick that shit.
power to my people, cause my people got power. Power to my people, cause my people got power. Power to my people, cause my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Roll call. Boricuas, morenos, nativos, lo chicano, mexicano, o the Latinos. You know I do it for my black and brown hermanos. So let's shout it all the way to Sao Paulo. Power to my people have power. Every other day we taking a hater shower. From the racist to hypocrites, the punk is cowards. We don't die, we multiply by the hour. Go ahead, do it again. Pump your fist. It's time to show these what it is. So tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Come in. Then straight the number, so let's handle biz. The revolution will be televised. Eyes wide, no TV gas. First person narrative. The cameraman just right outside. Soldiers all information marching in a perfect line. My people so extraordinary, so resilient. Divided in every sense, so brilliant. I ain't down with that fuck shit. You ain't down with that fuck shit. This make me wanna buck shit. Salute to the youth of now. Juries are fighting for that justice. No way you can touch this. No way you can hush this. Governments all corrupted. It's the R to the A to the P, SCA to the all times 2. I'm fighting for you, and you. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. All for one, or just one for all. Together we stand. Divided we fall. You ain't down with the cause. Then go get your hike on. I'm Huey P. Newton with a Pittsburgh fitted on. Afro Boricua, I'm way strong. I'm Shasha Yemenis with a bulletproof vest on. This is for my hit day, the show, our better day. Strive for greatness, let nothing get in your way. Wanna buy some land, wanna buy an estate. This financial growth, homie, it starts today. We the blacks, we the reds, we the browns, say it we loud. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours.
Next up, you already know. last one. Well, the one we're in with coast from the coast to coast. You already know how we do it. It's your King P, the hustler. Let's go.
East to west, nigga, we the best. Ain't feature caliber when we connect. Step the fuck up, you get beat to death. Camera have your back, don't even stress. Bring your hoes down if you think you hard. Just like ripped jeans with the jeans apart. In the west coast, the streets is ours. I stay laced, these crease stars. West to east, we the best MCs. That's the APA, nigga, yes indeed. We rock it, rock sip Hennessy. And keep a gun tucked if you testing me. Keep RAPSTARR coming back around. Plus we put it down for the blacks and browns. Think you the king, I will snatch your crown. Look both coasts, just my cast the ground. Coast to coast, who the dopest, yo? King P the hustler, don't you know? Coast to coast, who the dopest, yo? It's RAPSTARR, nigga, don't you know? Coast to coast with the dopest flows. King P the hustler, make 'em overdose. Coast to coast with the dopest flows. It's RAPSTARR, make 'em overdose. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. King P the hustler, don't you know? Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. It's RAPSTARR, nigga, don't you know? As we proceed to give you what you need, East Coast, motherfucker. Coast to coast, motherfucker. What it do, motherfucker? As we proceed to give you what you need, West Coast, motherfucker. What it do, motherfucker? 22, motherfucker. Watch me kick game. We back coastal, you bisexual. We ain't the same. Don't gotta be an ex-shield and remember to have Cal up on your dreams. Pittsburgh fitting, that's where the palm trees. Cruising Seattle, ride shotgun with King P, the hustler. It's a coast to coast thing. Coast to coast, who the dopest, yo? King P, the hustler, don't you know? Coast to coast, who the dopest, yo? It's RAPSTARR, nigga, don't you know? Coast to coast with the dopest flows. King P, the hustler, make 'em overdose. Coast to coast with the dopest flows. It's RAPSTARR, make 'em overdose. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. King P, the hustler, don't you know? Coast to coast with the dopest, yo. It's RAPSTARR, nigga, don't you know?
Give us a minute, D. We're gonna get him online here. Yo, you there? Hold up, bro. Have to tune you in then. You there? You there?
Hello?
Yeah. What's good?
What's good with you, man?
Man, chillin', same old, you know what I mean? Days,
Word.
happening. Word. So how you doing on this Sunday?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I'm just relaxing, day off, man. I went food shopping for my grandfather. My wife, she's about to cook something right after the show, you know. So I'm just easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody, welcome RAPSTARR. You already know he's straight from Pittsburgh. That yellow and black. Even though Syracuse University, they always beat us in ball and everything. I was messing with you about that before.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't really, mess with football all like that, but I appreciate it, every time I come, on a show and they be like, yo, Pittsburgh 412, black and gold, at least they recognize.
Right. Yo, they always beat us. They could be, even in basketball, 1-11 and then beat the shit out of us. I don't get it. I fucking don't get it.
And Pitt be running stuff, man. I'm telling you, Pitt be running stuff. I be peeping some of their games. They be running stuff. So do Duquesne.
That's what's up, though. So what you got going on new, though? You got anything new coming out or anything?
Oh yeah, man. On the 24th, There's an artist by the name of King Peter Hustler. He's a Latin West Coast artist from Seattle. Shout out to the boy. He's coming out with an album called Thug Style, and I'm on two records on that album. I got a song on there with me, him, and Head Trigger called Latin Love. And then I got a song with me and King Peter Hustler called Coast to Coast. So it's, like just blending the coast together. It's crazy, man. Like that song right there is one of my favorites that we have done so far. And, it's just, bringing the East Coast vibe, bringing the West Coast vibe, and kind of, have that old West Coast feel to it, Y'all gonna be excited to hear that. That's gonna be real hip hop. Word. And I'll smash that. I'll smash it. Word, word. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I have been. I've been doing it for a minute, but I feel like the level that I'm at right now, I feel like I'm a newbie. You know what I'm saying? I don't even count my previous, things. Like I count my previous things as like experiences that I can use now that I'm in a level that I'm at right now into the music business. I've been doing it for years, but I didn't have like no music license. I didn't actually have songs actually out that might possibly, generate some revenue. But now, since I'm on another platform now, and I got my own distribution, I got my own writer's license, I got my own publishing license. Now it's just like it felt like I was doing it for fun, but now this is work now. So, I'm definitely like, yo, I'm new to this. And then when I come out with these records, the records is actually getting people attention, like even better before. Maybe because, I elevated my game into like a rap game. I feel like if anybody had followed Dragon Ball Z, there's certain levels that a character at that particular season might reach the pinnacle of. And then the next season, they reach another level that's even higher than that they were before. And I feel like that's what I am now. Right now, I'm at the pinnacle of my writing style. Right now, I'm writing better. I'm my own, like, uh, competition. So it's like every time that I write a song, I look back at my previous song and I was like, lyrically, I can try to outdo myself. So I'll try to do that. I'll do the exact same thing.
Right, you always got to like reinvent yourself and everything. Like I've been in this for since I was 14, and I'm 47 now. So it takes hard work, man, hard work.
It is hard work. It's very hard work. And the things that I'm coming with now, like I'm at two songs that I'm working on right now, but I'm gonna release them on a later date. So I got a song called Indigenous Nation, which I am going to drop on Thanksgiving. It's an anthem for the indigenous nation of America or people, Turtle Island. So this is a song for us, and I'm dropping it on February. I mean, not February. I'm dropping it on Thanksgiving. Since it's like this whole holiday that's been made fun of, from everything that's been going on and everything. So I think this song is for our people, and we need something like that. Just like now they had Columbus Day, now we have Indigenous Day. We need something like that to take back the sting of what happened to our people.
So you evolve in the community and pushing positive things and everything. I feel that.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to, with every song that I have, I try to put like a positive spin on it. Because there's not a lot of positivity within hip hop records right now. So I just want people to, like, when they hear my music, I want them to put a smile on their face. I want them to learn something. I want them to be enlightened. I want them to have self-esteem within themselves and within the community just by listening to my records. I feel like, words are powerful, and as MCs, we have that responsibility to put that energy into the air.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
I feel like that's what I want to do. I want to breathe life into people when they hear my record.
You always got to use that power of word when you have a chance to, like, in your
Yeah,
music and everything, put a message in it or something. You know what I'm saying? Where some people could gravitate to it, maybe change their life, make them smile that day or something. You know?
right. That's just what it is. Music has feeling within it. So like when there's certain songs that when you having like a great day, there's just certain songs that you might want to bang to prolong that mood that you're in.
Right.
So even if you're having like a bad day, you're having an opposite day, I just want my record to be one of those records that are feel good records that will uplift people.
Right. 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 Definitely. Definitely. That's what I try to reach for when I do my music. I got all the poppy guns and all that song.
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes you may feel like way. Sometimes you know what I'm saying. Especially putting an album together or whatever, you have to come with different things,
Right.
different songs. It always can't always be the same thing. Always. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make music for each and every other person. Because we do have that power of word to reach out to
Right.
people and change their life or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, so the people, you got to use that. So,
Right. You got to use it because that's our mouthpiece. Like I remember, there's a song that's coming out. It got me, King Tina, Hustler, and we got a special feature on the song. I'm gonna wait until later when y'all hear this song, but it's a big hit. It's a big feature.
hmm
But the song, of course, is like it's gangster, and the song's called "Don't Play Me Close." And I remember when I heard the record, my man, he slapped that to me. It was like, "Yo, this is you. Go do your thing." And I'm sitting, I'm listening to the
right.
record because who's on the record is one of my influences.
hmm
So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Yo, if it was like 10 years later, it would have been easy for me. But because I don't rap like that anymore, or because I'm like more positive now, it was more hard for me to tap into that." So I remember my grandfather, I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure you got something that happened in your life that you can like write about with that same energy. You can turn it into something positive." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the hell did I go? What the hell did I been through for me to, go that route?
Probably
I
a
haven't
whole lot.
been in any drama or anything until I found out that I was like, oh yeah, I just beat a Confederate flag racist moth, about 6 months ago. So I was like, oh yeah, I can write about that.
Right. He beat him up. Oh yeah, I remember you was telling that story.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was that record. That record's about that night.
Shit. But you can write about every day of your life. You know what I'm saying? Anything, everything always happens. You can write about that. It's just the way how you want to put it and how you want to deliver it.
Right. Because that's so I was like, I didn't realize like, I was like, could I put myself in with the mind frame that I was 10 years ago? I was like, what can I do? But I was like, I haven't been in anything like I haven't had those feelings in like a long time. So it's like, what can I do? And then that's when my grandfather was like, oh yeah, you got that situation right about that. And I've wanted to write a situation since it happened. I was like, okay, y'all gonna see some interesting stuff. Like it's crazy when you actually meet a rapper that's actually about what he says he is. So when I come out with a record called "Power to My People," best believe
hmm
you step to me, and you say something about my people, I'm gonna show you
Right.
what it is.
Right. I have a song just like that too called "Stand Up." Uh,
Uh-huh.
I did it like a while ago, but now I'm just starting to push it a little bit. Like I did it a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
And I just started like now pushing it to my because I was when I as I was working on my solo mixtape because we had the group Riot Squad. Anytime
Hmm.
I started working on my own, we came up and started doing something new. So I started pushing my CD back a little bit. But
Don't
now,
you don't you hate when that happens, yo?
it always happens. You get into one groove, and all of a sudden, something else changes. But it's just about helping the people, like get them out there, listen, because I had a part of this radio station, and I get to promote other people and all that. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody new come to me, I push mine to the side and I focus on
Right.
them. Like, let me get this and let me get them going, promote them, and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm fine
Mhm.
with. I had no problem with. Like, I've been working on my solo CD for about probably like 4 years now. So,
Mhm.
and I'm just now getting like all together. I got like 30 something tracks. It's like I can't stop because I know this is my last. So it might end up coming out like a double, which is I'm putting out on my
You,
birthday, April 25th, which it comes out. So this mastering, going through things, see what's needed, where I'm missing, and everything. And I still think I'm missing something. And you and the other artists, CJ, the
you know
R&B.
it's crazy. It's crazy how you explain all of that because it's like this is the life of like a writer, a musician, a hip hop artist, like the real MCs, the real ones that got the pen in the pad. Like we got so much stuff going on,
Hmm.
and then as we writing the record, there's like little roadblocks that might block us from writing the record, or even when we actually write the record, we got problems with like the beat or the distribution, or there might be a sample in the beat that we're using. Like it's so crazy what we go through as artists.
Right. That's
Like
what
it's just funny. Like you can make a sitcom out of this shit.
you definitely can. Definitely can. Well, I'd like to welcome you to 315 as you get introduced to them, Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my boy
Uh
Rapstar. Welcome. Now they hear you. You done heard your music. Here you go.
huh. New York, what up?
And I said what up on the behalf of them. Let somebody want to call in and be a crazy. And you know how you start working, they start calling in on you. What you
Oh
doing?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm live
yeah,
on the radio. Like, I'll call you back.
yeah.
Always happen, never fail. But yeah, like I said, I was kicking it with Bev. She wanted to work with me. We want to work together, put everything together.
Mhm.
So most likely I'll be coming y'all in-house radio station DJ. Most likely, so that's why I say you'll have more opportunities on here.
Oh, word, word.
Yeah, no doubt. And the
You
other
know, I like
artists.
the East Coast. I like the East Coast better. It's where I'm from. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. I love the East Coast. The West Coast definitely has supported me. In my music, they really love me. I really love the West Coast. It's just certain things, like certain places down south, the markets get a little harder.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, the
definitely
crazy
it
thing
does.
is, shout out to Courtney Houdini. She deemed me, her in a publication, True Radio Broadcasting LLC. Shout out to them.
Hmm.
But they deemed my song 1990 ish, produced by New York Bangers, as the song of the year of 2022.
Now that's crazy with New York Bay because I have this song with my boy, big up to Brooklyn, King Osiris, called Destiny. He has his own
Mm-hmm.
producer, but when he brought me a beat, right, and I was waiting for the trademark of his producer, and I said, yo, who made this beat? Don't you know it was New York Bangers? And that song is such a hit. Like, it took us years to actually to put it out because it was his song, but I did the hook and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and we on it. It took years for me to put it out, but everybody that was around me, I always played it. And oh my God, that
Uh-huh.
song Destiny is so gone. It's wow. And they the actually the ones that did that beat. That's why when you came with the '90s New York Bangers, I said, why do I know that name, New York Bangers? And I had to
Mm-hmm.
think about it, and I was like, oh shit, they did the beat fucking the Destiny, I believe. I said, wow, that is crazy. Yeah, they make some beats. They got some beats for your ass, definitely, definitely. Uh, but yeah, like I
He's
said,
definitely right up my alley. Like, where? Like when I think of like New York boom bap and everything like that. When I look for stuff like that, I usually go on his page to see what he got. Cause yo, Son be really knowing what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Son really knows what he be doing. I'm like, oh, nah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting
I
here
said,
trying to
yeah,
get
that's
under this
definitely some
weather.
boom bap. It's the same like when I check out like West Coast style rappers and West Coast style beats and everything, and they got that West Coast with the synthesizers, like it's back to the '90s, like something like Lady of Rage just spitting on, make you want to hop on a lowrider. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me want to take my. Every time I listen to a hard ass West Coast beat, it makes me want to take off my Timbs and put on some Air Forces with some Dickies on, with some Cortezes on, with some Dickies on, with the bandana. You know.
Throw it back, bringing it
Swear
back.
to God, I be like, yo, I'm from the East, but every time I hear this beat, man, it make me want to throw up the West, man. I got mad respect for the West Coast. Like, don't get it twisted.
Mad respect.
Like the West Coast hip hop. A lot of my family, like the area that I'm in Pittsburgh back in the '80s and '90s, resembled the West Coast a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when my people, like my dad and my stepmom, and or not even her, but like my cousins and my uncles, they would listen to Pac, Dog Pound, Snoop, Exhibit. They would listen to DJ Quick. They would listen to West Side Connections. They would listen to Pac like crazy. My sister, they call her little baby Pac because that's all she listened to is Tupac.
Same
but
here.
You got me over here. I'll listen to it. I'll bump it, I'll bang it, I love it, but I was like, yo, I'm still East Coast. Still got the Nas's, the X's, the Jiggers, the 50s, the Wu-Tangs, the Lost Boys, you know, the Sugar Hill gangs, you know.
You brought up the Lost Boys. A lot of people don't even bring them up like that. The Lost Boys.
Say that again?
A lot of people don't bring up the Lost Boys like that.
They don't know Queen's history, yo.
The Lost Boys. Oh my.
See, here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is there's a lot of Pittsburgh rappers that I be talking to, and they can tell me the history of Pittsburgh hip hop artists that I don't even know. But it's because growing up, I could tell you the history of New York hip hop.
Yeah, I don't know too many Pittsburgh. Yeah, Wiz.
And that's the funny thing. There's only like a couple that I know.
Wiz and Corrupt.
The one that I really knew was Mailman. He used to rap. He put this for like Dre with Doc, like what is it, 2001? If you look on back of the CD cover, it has Mailman and Dre. He's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. So Corrupt was the
and then of course there's Mac Miller, there's Wiz Khalifa, then there's Jimmy Wapo, but Jimmy Wapo and what's the boy's name? Mac Miller, they're not here no more.
Yeah, I never knew Mac Miller was. See, you just taught me. I never knew Mac Miller was from Pittsburgh.
Wow,
I never knew that. I knew Corrupt was, but I never knew Mac Miller was. Oh, okay. Wow. I just never knew.
So it's like
it's
crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more. I just like me personally, like I said, there's somebody who can tell me the hip hop history. And there's certain Pittsburgh people that I know prominently because my mom used to work for the radio station back in the day.
Right.
But growing up, I listened to New York City hip hop. You know, I grew up on it. I could tell people about Queens hip hop. There might be people who might not know Freaky Top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's crazy when you listen to things like that. Like I said, I'm raised by Queens hip hop. My favorite artist, my second favorite artist is Fifth.
Right.
That's Queens.
A lot of new artists.
Another one of my favorite artists growing up was LL Cool J.
Right. A lot of new,
that's
like
Queens.
The new artists, the younger artists, they starting to follow 50 formula. I kind of noticed that. Like they starting to say that was their favorite rapper. That's what inspired them. I'm starting to hear that a lot now, which is crazy because I wouldn't have thought that.
I hope they, because it's like this. if somebody and it's like, do you really follow just 50's hard records, like the albums,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or are
yeah, yeah,
you saying
yeah.
like, yo, do you like? It's crazy. Like if you would ask me, like everybody know I'm a hardcore 50 G Unit fan.
Hmm.
So if somebody asked me, they'd be like, well, what is it about 50 and G Unit that you like? And it wouldn't be, well, I remember my favorite record was this and my favorite record was that. Nah, these niggas is actually the reason why I started rapping.
Right.
I started writing song formats just by following the song structure of 50 and G Unit. I used to buy G Unit instrumentals. It's not like I would just buy the album. I used to go down to like the little corner stores, the little bodegas, and the 50 Cent mixtapes where they had mixtapes of instrumentals. I had the G Unit instrumentals, the 50 Cent instrumentals, the Dr. Dre instrumentals, the Eminem instrumentals, the Timberland instrumentals, and I would play these instrumentals of hit records, and I would learn how to like, okay, this is how the song goes. I know the whole song, so I'll follow the bar formula. Okay, that counts as the 16 bars. The chorus is 4 bars. The bridge goes this way. This is how I actually started how to write for myself.
Right.
And then the G Unit mixtapes. A lot of people don't really want to talk about the G Unit mixtapes, but the G Unit mixtapes were the formula where how people started doing mixtapes from now on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's hip hop history.
Yeah. But see, I'm a little older, so I go back to like way before the Nas's and all that. Like I go back to KRS-One. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Public Enemy. All on Sugar
Now
Hill
check
Gang.
this out.
Like I'm that old.
Now check this out. I met KRS-One. I told him to his face, I was like, yo, you know you won that battle against Nelly. Quit playing.
Oh yeah.
Lyrically, you killed him.
Nelly can
We ain't sugarcoating. You killed Nelly lyrically.
It ain't too many people in the game that could fuck with KRS-One.
Right. So me being that I met KRS-One, I go around and say, okay, 50's my number 2 favorite. And you go listen to a 50 interview and say his favorite artist was at the time was KRS-One.
Mm-hmm. It ain't too many people in the industry that could fuck with KRS-One.
Eminem is my number 1.
You can fit
one
that
of the
on
artists that he said that actually made it possible for him to rap was LL Cool J.
He is hip hop. He just KRS-One is hip hop. That's
right. Like
down.
So, I was like, yo, it be bugging me out when I see artists calling themselves the GOAT, and I'll be like, if your name ain't LL Cool J, I don't know if you should call yourself the GOAT, or if you somebody before LL, I don't think you should call yourself
As
the
of
GOAT.
right now, I would give that to Buster because LL stopped and Buster's still going. So I would give the GOAT to Buster right now.
Buster would definitely get it. Buster would definitely deserve that title.
Yep, right now. As of right now, he's still going. LL stopped. When LL stopped, he kind of lost it, but he is a GOAT, you know. But right now, Buster, and he's still going. I remember he first came out with Leaders of the New School.
That's what I was telling people. I was telling people that I was like, yo, some of these artists, they're a lot older than what you think, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, everybody looking at, like, what, 2 Chainz?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, that's Titty Boy.
That's Titty Boy. Duffel bag.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, I be like, yo, there's nothing too new under the sun, yo.
Yep. Everybody was somewhere. Like Nas came under MC Search in them.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people don't know that. Yep, MC Search
What was
Nas.
Ja Rule was like what? Cash Money Click?
Yeah, but that was him, DMX, and Jay-Z, what Irv Gotti was putting all together.
That was the original Murder Inc.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know DMX been out since the 80s. He was doing the beatbox.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And I could play that song too. Yep, he was doing the beatbox. LaToya. It was a song called LaToya. He was doing the beatbox. DMX. Yes, he was. So he been out a long time. A lot of people don't know. Rest in peace to X. You
R-
already know.
R.I.P. to X. I met him too.
Yeah. Wow,
That
he
was
passed.
that was an amazing shout out to my man True Live. True Live. He's connected with Murder Inc. And he called me up one day. I was at work and he was like, "Yo, I need you to slide to the hood one time real quick." And I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "X was in the building." Now X was in my city and he was like performing at like three popular clubs and everything. So there was a club that was actually in the neighborhood that I grew up in. Like the club that he was performing in was 2 blocks down from the Catholic school that I went to. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went home, changed, went back, was outside the club waiting for him to come through. All of a sudden, it's like 30, 40 Rough Rider guys on quads just back and forth up and down the street. I was like, oh shit. All of a sudden, I see four guys with Rough Riders jackets come up, and X was following behind them.
Right.
I was like, yo, there was a motorcycle between me and X. X was walking. I was like, yo, X, big fan. Yo, extended my hand. We split up, and he looked at me and said, "Is that your bike?" And I was like, "Nah, man, that ain't my bike, man." He's like, "I'm just saying because the bike's blue and white. You wearing blue and white. I thought it was your bike, yo." I was like, "Yo, nah," but that's what's up. I'm like, "Yo, that's X right there." I'm in the club. We in VIP. He right behind me. I turn around. I was like, "Yo, X, is it possible I can, get a picture?" And he's like, "You're the man from outside, right?" Yeah. Go ahead, yo. Like, son, like, yo, that was a wild night for me, man. The be in the same space as somebody that I literally put in my top 10.
Uh-huh.
And is literally the reason, why I do this rap shit. I was this close to meeting 50 Cent. We was literally about like 6 feet. But unfortunately, right when I was about to meet him, my little cousin got shot and killed that night.
Oh wow. Wow, that's
So
crazy.
I had to break up. I had to break up out of the club.
Yeah, that's crazy. Rest in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, we're gonna get off for here because like our sounds a little under the weather.
Okay.
But we're gonna have a chance to do this again. Bring you on the co-host of one of the shows again. You know how we gonna do. You
Oh
like to
yeah,
give
no
any
doubt.
shout outs to anybody?
Oh man, shout out to Beverly, Beautiful Danger. What up?
Shout
CJ,
out,
what
man.
up? Shout out to them, man. That's us, man. We blowing up right now, man. It's crazy. Shout out to King Peter Hustler. Shout out to Shandon. Um, Shout out to T Lynn. I'm coming out with my 7th magazine under Face of Icon. It will be releasing in April.
Yeah, next
So
time
that's my 7th
we gonna get on
magazine,
about
Chris.
that.
And
We
shout
gonna
out
talk
to
about
her,
that.
man. It's crazy. Shout out to STL, Dollhouse Radio, my podcast every Sunday at 7 p.m. All talk, no filter, man. That's what it is, yo. So that's how we going.
Right. And thanks to everybody for tuning in right here on May Sun Shut Upon You with DJ Sun 7 High King Bangers and special guest RAPSTARR. Make sure y'all check out his music. Keep checking it out. And y'all find the after link after this. Y'all can listen into this again. Always. You know what I'm saying? Much love. God bless. And RAPSTARR, I'll be hollering at you right back in a minute after we get up off air. You know what I'm saying? One love. God bless. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing. Out. See y'all till next week. Much love.